Imagine walking outside your house one day and realising that your pride and joy has disappeared overnight. That's exactly what happened to Ewan 10 months ago when his dream car, the Honda Civic Type R, was stolen. The crazy thing is, 3 weeks later he was conned and he bought the exact same car back without realising.
This is a 1 in a million chance. Ewan had his car stolen. It was then listed for sale on Auto Trader, and unknowingly, he accidentally bought the exact same car back. This story has some crazy twists, and we get involved to help Ewan to try and get to the bottom of this horrific situation.
But before we find out how and why he bought his own stolen car back, let's go back right to the beginning, to the day it was stolen. Ewan, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Right, please tell everybody, unfortunately, what's happened.
So I had a beautiful Honda Civic Type R, 2016, and then my partner got up at 5 AM to go to work.
And sure enough, there was a Honda Civic-shaped hole on the driveway.
Unfortunately, in the UK, this is not uncommon. We have an alarming, ever-increasing problem with car theft, to the level that last year, 61,000 cars were stolen. It's out of control and no positive end in sight. Unfortunately, Ewan has become one of that awful statistic. So what happened next?
Did what anyone else would do and immediately called the police.
Hi, this is West Midlands Police. How can I help?
Hi, I'd like to report a stolen car, please.
I'll pass this on to an investigating officer who'll be in touch and will open a new case.
Will an officer be coming to the house?
Unfortunately, not at this point.
Having a car stolen is horrific. It's not just the car. Often it's months of sleepless nights and no longer feeling safe in your own home. And that is why, in these moments of terror, we rely on the police to support us. But in this case, and sadly nearly all car thefts now, an officer wasn't even sent to his house. So it was down to Ewan to collect the evidence.
I actually had a notification saying that my doorbell was about to die, the battery was about to die, and I thought, yeah, another night it'll be fine, I'll sort it in the morning. And then obviously dies 2 hours before the car is stolen.
What is the chances?
No.
So is there any CCTV footage at all?
And luckily my next door but one neighbour had managed to capture it.
Did they take the key?
No, so I've still got both keys.
So this is keyless entry?
Yeah, it would have been.
How long was it from when the car pulled up to when your car disappeared?
About 19 seconds.
19?
Yeah.
To be in and out with a 20-odd thousand pound car like that
It's
gone.
that effective, that efficient, and that well rehearsed as well. To them it's just another job.
Yeah, another easy picking.
Ewan's dream car had been taken from his drive in under 20 seconds.
But consequential damage from that car going was huge.
My life sort of changed overnight really when it was nicked, and the other thing is I've got a terminally ill dad. Can't go and visit him essentially, so it has thrown a massive spanner in the works, and that's those visits time that I won't get back with him. So I really want to get this situation resolved quickly so that I can spend more time with my parents and my dad. So yeah, I've spoken to the insurance and I've booked an appointment with them and they didn't show up. So that was the first contact I've had with trying to deal with the insurance. So yeah, it's been a bad week.
Finally, after weeks of waiting, he got a call back from his insurance.
Hello, can I confirm that I'm speaking with Mr. Valentine?
Yeah, that's me.
Great, thank you. We've had the expert evaluation back with a final figure to state £17,450.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you.
At last, some positive news. The insurance had offered a settlement figure which would give Ewan the funds to replace his much needed car. But there is a twist. So after 3 weeks then, did they just send you the money?
No.
Why not?
Well, I begged them not to, essentially, because of what I'm probably about to tell you.
Why didn't the insurance pay out on a stolen car? Well, get yourself sitting comfortably, because this is one hell of a story.
Right, this is where it sounds like it gets a little interesting.
Oh yeah.
What happened next?
I'm looking to get the ball rolling and get this car replaced as soon as possible.
The Civic Type R was Ewan's dream car. He loved it that much that he wanted to replace it with the same model again. But that similar spec he was looking for was about to be his downfall.
I actually had a Remus exhaust on it. I was thinking if I could maybe get another one with the same exhaust system, that would be perfect because it's like for like.
Yes.
So I continued looking, and lo and behold, a black 2016 Honda Civic Type R shows up to a garage less than 100 miles away with a Remus exhaust system on it.
What's the chances? Perfect.
Yeah.
So everything was looking up. He had found another Civic he wanted to replace the stolen one, a much less used car with the Remus exhaust option. Was yours low mileage?
No, it was like 70 something thousand, and this was like just under 30.
Okay, so it's half the miles it done.
Yeah, so I thought, oh great, that'll last for years.
Yeah. With the right spec and much lower miles, he decided this car was perfect for him. It would also importantly solve the problem of the long drive to visit his dad, especially with time being so precious with his terminal illness. So, obviously the new car, have you been paid up by the insurance?
No, not yet. So I'm going to be dipping into my own pocket for now, but I've got the official confirmation. I just need to send off the keys, and yeah, that's all really. I just need to get a car. I need to get a car back as similar as possible. Yeah, it's been too long now.
With the insurance payment arriving any day soon, Ewan decided it was a safe decision to take a fresh finance agreement out on the replacement car. The payments were still also coming out of the bank for the stolen car until it was finally settled, but that was very imminent. Now Ewan thought this was closure, the end to a terrible situation, but it was actually the start of a problem which was about to get a whole lot worse.
So obviously the first place I came to was Halfords to
Bit of security?
Yeah, to try and make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yes.
But yeah, there was something kind of in the back of my mind, like some suspicions. I'd noticed a few scratches and things on the car that seemed a bit too familiar.
The same as on your previous car?
Yeah, and obviously I hadn't seen it for a while, so I wasn't 100%, I couldn't quite remember exactly what they looked like, but they were kind of in the same places and things, so it was a little bit, yeah, in the back of my mind. So then I started kind of looking around the car a little bit more, and like a few months before I'd been to a festival, all the stuff had come out in my camping bag. I had a look in under where the spare wheel goes, and that's when I found a tent peg.
It's a big coincidence.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a little bit weird. And I remembered putting the lock and wheel nut in like a sandwich bag. So I suddenly thought, what is the lock and wheel nut in here? Like, please don't be some Tesco sandwich bag. So of course I opened the glove box.
No.
And there we go.
No. So then you saw that and were like, this is bad.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough moment.
But then the final nail in the coffin for Ewan.
As I was driving back, I thought to check the sat-nav history.
Yeah.
And sure enough, my address, my parents' address, my partner's parents' address, like loads of places we'd been in the last year or so.
That's right, Ewan's car was stolen off his drive, and then 3 weeks later, he bought his very own stolen car back.
That's like 1,000,000 to 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
1,000,000,000 to 1.
Yeah.
Imagine the feeling that Ewan felt when the realisation he had that he had just bought the exact car which was stolen back. This wasn't just a similar spec, it was the actual car stolen off his drive only a few weeks before. Yes, the car had the scratches, the peg, sandwich box and the address in the sat-nav. But it had different paperwork, a different reg and a much lower mileage. How?
I'm not even sure how I got home, to be honest, because when I realised, I was like, my hands were shaking and I nearly had to pull over because it was just, such a shock. So when I did get home, ran upstairs, got the V5C form, whatever it is, and I thought, I'll check the VIN numbers. And that's when I started noticing like strange things. So the one under the windscreen was like remarkably similar. It was like the last 2 or 3 digits.
So they've been changed, the VIN numbers.
I noticed the one inside the door used to be like an embossed plate. I remembered it looked different, but now it was just like a sticker. So I thought that's kind of weird. So I was trying to think of where all the VIN numbers might be. So checked the one in the engine bay, and because I knew there was definitely one like embossed like in there, and yeah, there was just 2 like rivet holes where you can see it's been removed.
This was practically unbelievable. This was a 1 in a million chance that he had brought back his own stolen car, but now it had a totally new identity. Organised crime gangs don't steal a car for a joyride. They take a car which is specifically chosen to be the right model, the right year and the right colour. This is because they fraudulently obtain the ID paperwork of a similar car from when it has been crashed and scrapped or even exported at the docks. A car with numbers which will never be seen on the UK roads and the database ever again.
And you can buy this ID for a fraction of the cost of a legitimate car.
The criminals then can steal an identical car to match the fraudulent ID paperwork. Then they simply swap all the VIN numbers on the outside and the inside of the car. Last step, they change the mileage and that car is now clean. It doesn't show as a stolen vehicle, and on the DVLA system it's an honest and ready to sell car.
Hello, West Midlands Police, how can I help?
Hi, so I called a few weeks ago because the car was stolen, and I'm not sure how to explain this, to be honest, but I think I've accidentally bought it back.
Okay, so what I'll do now, I'll send an officer to the address as soon as possible. They'll come out and take a look at it and see what we need to do next.
As Ewan told us, when the car was originally stolen, the police never came to his home. But with this new twist, when they were informed, they went with Ewan to get some concrete evidence from Honda.
Went over to the Honda garage, and it attracted quite a lot of attention there. There was like the forecourt manager and 3 technicians, because I think they were all pretty keen to hear what the hell was going on. But the first technician said, you know, have you got the original key? I said, yeah, there you go. And I thought, well, yeah, I've already tried that. But then I forgot I forgot about the physical key inside the actual key fob. So he immediately pulls that out, puts that in, unlocks it.
Done.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah.
And the last thing they checked was the ECU, the brain, the electronic brain deep inside the car, only accessible with specialist equipment.
So when they hooked their laptop up and everything, checking for VINs, they'd looked at all the different modules and things. They'd all been overridden, like everything basically, apart from the head unit. That was the only one they'd either forgot or couldn't do for some reason.
Right, so everything else was on the stolen VIN, and there was just one place left with the original VIN.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The criminals who stole Ewan's car went to the next level of time and effort. They made this change of identity practically untraceable.
When I bought the car, I had all these like Honda invoices, interestingly enough, from this Honda in Solihull, even though the car was sold hundreds of miles away. And immediately, like, the sales guy was like, that's not our phone number. Like, we don't have people with these names that work here.
So they fake the service history as well?
Yeah.
Now they can sell these clone cars for full retail money, and that of course means huge profits. If they change these correctly, it's that good a clone they can sell it anywhere. Facebook, We Own a Car, or even a main dealer.
And, you know, the Honda garage and the police said it was such a convincing job what they'd done that, you know, even the Honda garage said if you brought this in, there's nothing about this car that would flag as being dodgy to us. It's just been, we'd have looked at the VIN number on the windscreen and gone, there's your oil change or whatever,
This is scary. We know that 61,000 cars were stolen last year. So how many are cloned vehicles and put back on the UK roads? Worryingly, we ourselves could have a stolen car on a different VIN number. If a main dealer says it's practically impossible to tell it's a clone, what chance do we have personally? This is why many of us play safe. Pay a little extra and only buy the car from a reputable dealer. But that is exactly what Ewan did, and he still got caught out. Unfortunately, right now we cannot disclose the car sales dealership due to an ongoing legal battle. But this will all make sense a lot more shortly. Do you think the dealership knew that they had a stolen car? Did they sell you a stolen car?
I don't know for sure. I guess they probably didn't, because they seem like a really reputable dealership. They've got like an amazing reputation. So, you know, it'd just be crazy for them to be...
Yeah, to risk all that for one. one car. In past videos, we have uncovered that dealerships can work hand in hand with organised crime gangs. The thieves steal the cars and swap the ID, and then the dodgy dealers sell them on to us, the innocent public. We get scammed, and those arseholes, they share the profits. Hopefully soon we will get to find out if the dealer Ewan bought the Civic from was in on this. Did he innocently buy and sell a clone car? Or are they working together with the underground world? So did the dealership ever tell you where they got the car from, where they bought it from?
They did give me a slightly sort of far-fetched sounding story because when they handed me the key, there was only one key and it wasn't a Honda key. So I was a bit like, that's strange. And then he said, oh, the previous owner died and his partner couldn't find the keys and it was her that sold it to us.
So he now knows that your car is stolen. He sold you a stolen car. So at that stage, did he give you money back?
No.
So they haven't just said, I'm sorry and here's your money back?
No, I've not heard from them at all.
Ewan is left in a really bad situation. He has 2 insurance policies and 2 finance deals, but only 1 car. And even worse, this car is illegal. In the eyes of the law, this is a stolen clone car. And because of this crazy situation, no insurance payout, double finance payments coming out of his bank, he can't sell it and he can't even drive it.
But he has even more bad news. So where's the car now?
It's in like a private recovery centre that the police use to store seized cars and things like that. And yeah, we got a letter through yesterday saying that I would be liable to pay for the pleasure of them storing it, essentially.
So you're paying every day now?
Every day, yeah.
So how much deep are you in this car right now, just in storage?
It's probably close to £1,000 if it's 30.
It's £1,000?
Yeah, because they've had it for 3 weeks and the police didn't explain to me that it was, they were using some private service for this.
I don't think you'd have to pay.
No, I didn't. Yeah, so the victim gets charged, essentially.
Ewan is a normal, hard-working guy, doing the 9 to 5, and he saved up to buy his dream Civic Type R. He has been an unfortunate victim of car theft, and it's completely changed his life. He's now struggling to keep up the 2 lots of finance payments on the car, which has now been seized by the police for evidence. He has no way out of this situation, and the police, finance and insurance are all in a confusing stalemate. Time's ticking, and at this rate, he is likely to lose everything.
Right. Looks like it's down to us.
Seriously?
Well, we're going to try and figure this out.
First job was to pay the police and get it out of that storage yard. Day by day, it had accumulated to a whopping £1,000. It's crazy that the police took it, but the bill is on us. Big thanks to Star Autos for bringing it back.
Sounds so good, doesn't it?
There's your custom exhaust.
Yeah, we all know about that. That's a nice car, that is. No wonder he wants it back. Here we go again. Deja vu.
I just want to see that thing in the boot. I
Yeah,
want to see the peg.
there it is. There's a template. What's the chances that is what made the difference?
Oh,
Let's
what
have a
about
look
the
at
Tesco
bag. There we go. The other giveaway. Imagine the feeling when Ewan opened that up and saw that bag, thinking, I have just paid for my car twice.
You haven't bought another car, have you?
It was cheap. What do you think to Daddy's new car? This has been taken by a Stripey. Actually, yeah. Have a look.
Stripey, where is he?
Oh, no, he's not here now. He just took the car and now we've got it back to try and give it to the man who had it before. What do you think to that car?
It's not quite my taste.
You hate a Civic, don't you?
It just looks plastic fantastic.
Let's breeze past Jane's opinion and look at the facts. Right now, as this car is sat here, it can't go back on the road. The internal and external VINs are all of the fake ID car.
So Honda can do a swap to get Ewan's car back to original. New keys, new ECU modules, change the mileage back and change the VINs, which also requires removing the windscreen to get to that one VIN location. But the cost?
Yes, the bill is over £10,000.
So we had a plan to avoid going to that expensive main dealer. So we called an old friend, Dips. You alright?
I'm good, how are you?
Good to see you again. Another one?
Yep.
Dips is a vehicle electronics genius, and if anyone can fix this mess, it's him.
What they more than likely have done is stolen the vehicle, taken it to their workshop or whatever.
The lair.
Yeah, that's it. If they've got another one of these cars, which was accident damage unrecorded, all they needed to do was swap everything over from that one to this one and then just change the VINs over, and technically they've got a working car now.
Right, so we're thinking that a lot of this stuff is off the new car.
Yeah.
Right, well that's going to be bad news then, because that, well, I was hoping they'd like modified the original.
This is how good this clone is. They haven't just electronically modified the ECU modules. They have painstakingly stripped the whole car out and physically swapped all the electric boxes with the fake VIN in. None of the modules on this car now are from Ewan's original car. They made it impossible to track the original identity. That makes this swap back way more complex. And the results from Dip's scan confirmed our fears.
Okay, read out the VIN.
SHH FK2790 FU 7038885.
Do you know the mad thing, right? Everything is identical apart from 893. So basically this was 5 cars behind
That's crazy.
the other one on the line.
They've even changed the airbag module, because without swapping the airbag module, if the VIN numbers don't match, the car's not going to start. So that's what's making me say that they've swapped everything over. ABS module's been changed as well.
Oh.
So it's got 3885 at the end.
So that's confirmed they have changed all the modules over. This is a mammoth task to sort this without going to Honda and buying those new expensive modules. So Dips has to strip them all out and electronically change all the VINs.
Now, there is a risk, because if we, for example, can change the VIN number on most of the modules, but on some of them we can't, technically this car may not even start afterwards.
Right, okay.
I'm willing to give it a go. I do love a challenge. So.
Gamble?
Let's
Reese?
do
Gamble?
Gamble.
Everyone at home?
I think everyone at home.
Everyone's shouting gamble.
So the pressure is on. Dips gets started and took out the numerous modules which are fitted all over the car.
Right, ECU's out.
It's crazy to think the thieves went to all this effort, but going that extra mile would have made it untraceable.
Cluster's out.
But a day's work, they could earn tens of thousands of pounds.
2 displays are out.
Because once they've swapped those IDs over, they can sell it for full retail money.
Right, airbag module's out.
But that is what is so frustrating for me. The thieves are not hunted down. They steal a car, make this mess, and together we have to fix it.
Fuse box stroke body control is out.
With all the modules out, Dips now has some serious hours of computer work. We are making progress with this car, but there is a much bigger problem. As we know, Ewan is paying 2 finance agreements and he is tens of thousands of pounds in debt. Nothing has been sorted. These are big corporate businesses we are trying to deal with, and people like you and me are just a number and we're ignored. But luckily, we have some friends of the channel who may be able to help us.
So basically, he's bought his car back, but he's 21 grand deep in finance.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot to unravel.
This is Helen, owner of Lillian Stanley Finance. She has a lot of knowledge and connections in the finance industry. So fingers crossed, she can help us solve this mess.
Yeah, well, look, the first thing is he's financed it, which is great because it means he's got the protection of the finance company. Legally, the lender owns that car, and most finance companies, if they were to hear of information like this, they would go straight back to the source, so the dealership, I assume, and get them to take responsibility and help with resolving the situation.
So in theory, fingers crossed, we should be able to get him his money back.
Yeah, very confident.
So Ewan got on the phone to the finance company and, using Helen's advice, attempted to get his money back. And Dips, he's making good progress.
Right guys, so what we've got here is we've got the cluster from the Honda Civic. We've stripped it down. What we're going to do is get it connected up, and then we will read the current mileage off it, and then we will get the original mileage that should be on the vehicle altered, and that should be all done.
With the mileage corrected, Dips moved on to the VIN numbers in the ECU, and apparently it was fairly straightforward. Doesn't look it to me.
So we've opened the ECU and I've highlighted where the VIN number is that's from the vehicle that the thieves had taken the parts from. If you look at the end of it, it says 03885. So what we're going to do is we're going to change that to the customer's original VIN number, and then we'll rewrite it on the airbag as well. Right, so there, now if we look here, we've altered the VIN number.
In total, Dips worked on this in his evenings for over a month. Each module had to be stripped, cracked and painfully altered. And as Dips told us, one small mistake could make the whole car not work. The only one he couldn't find the data to alter was the all-important body control module. And the problem? It basically works most of the features on the car.
Right, Dips is back. I'm a year older.
It's not been that long, has it?
Pretty much. He's bought himself another car.
Has he seriously?
But all fitted?
Yes.
Okay,
Little
problem?
moment of truth. Well, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm hoping everything works as it should. I'm going on the basis that the body control module takes the VIN number off the ECU. If it doesn't, chances are this car won't start because there's going to be a mismatch.
And then what do we do?
Then we may need to either take it back out and try and figure something out on that, or it might be that we'd have to get another body control direct from Honda.
So still spend loads of money at Honda?
Yeah. Well, it's either spend loads of money at Honda or you spend loads of money with me.
Honda!
And the moment of truth.
Da, da, da. Yes! Good work.
Happy days. Now, I did notice it's got a whole bunch of fault codes on the dash. Yeah. I just want to check the body control module to make sure that the VIN is now pulled the right VIN from that. Because the last thing I want, he takes it to the dealers or someone decides to buy it and then there's just like a whole bunch of mismatch on the VIN numbers because it just doesn't make sense.
Because obviously on the MOT, if the mileage is different, because to be fair, it's been that long, it's probably due another MOT.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely could do another MOT soon. Oh, 1 minute, I just got what you were saying!
So why are we going to all this trouble to get this car back to normal? Well, the police see it as a stolen car, even though this car was originally stolen from Ewan. And obviously, in the UK, it's illegal to own stolen goods. So if this car isn't changed back to its original condition, this car will be seized. And Ewan will have 2 finance agreements with no car at all. So everyone, please cross your fingers that the modules show up as the correct VIN.
It's 93.
So that's
93.
right.
Yeah, we've got the correct VIN on the body
Perfect. So that's
control as well.
every single bit.
Every single module is got the correct VIN now. So
Amazing, thank you.
Happy days.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Right, brilliant. Make sure everybody subscribes to Dip's channel. The link is in the description. Thank you.
Thank you. No worries at all.
This car internally in its brain once again identifies as Ewan's original car, but we still need to swap the physical ones. We found a guy on Facebook and I WhatsApped him some very dodgy photos of scratched off VIN stickers. No surprise to me anymore, I got asked no questions, apart from when I was sending the dollar. The system is broke. When they arrived, we removed the windscreen and Jane fitted the original numbered VIN sticker.
So we just pop that on there like that.
And just like that, legal again. A few days later, and Ewan has still not had a payment from the finance company. It's not looking good. But we cracked on with the car. We need to fix all the lights on the dash, lots of them. It's because this car has been sat with a dead battery for a while. So I swapped it for a new one with a small bit of help from Rich.
You getting well?
Bit of my hands dirty here. I've got a wet wipe in the car, haven't you?
That'd be $8.60, please, sir.
£8.60. Right, battery change, and I'm guessing we've still got all the lights. Ding. And that's why we've got the Carly. So we've plugged the Carly into the OBD port, and then it scans the vehicle. And as you can see, we've come up with a lot of fault codes.
Now you can go into each fault individually and diagnose the problem. But for us right now, we're just going to go in there and clear them all off.
Right, here we go, as if by magic.
Oh, look at that.
So just like that, all the codes are gone, and can you imagine how much that would have cost at main dealer? And for us, it took us minutes.
And another bit of magic on Carly is you can code in new features. On Reese's BMW, we disabled the auto start stop and even added a digital speedo.
Now this is a great feature. We have live data on Reese's BM,
And the oil percentage currently in your engine is 38%. Do you think that's good or bad?
Good.
It's actually probably better than your door. Talk me through it.
Nope.
Still a secret?
Still a secret.
Right, all joking aside, this little Carly tool is fantastic for diagnosing problems with your car or customising features. So if you want to get your hands on a Carly device, you can use in the link in the description. And you can use code McCann to save yourself 15%.
That's enough.
Sure?
Yeah.
And they've got 62%
No, that's 124% now.
Just rev it harder. Right, thank you Carly for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the Civic. Now, because Ewan has literally been living a nightmare with this car, I wanted to give him the car back better than when it was stolen from him. So, time for a makeover. Starting with a product Jane vigorously tests, AlloyGator rim protectors. Very posh. Next, Global Telemetry's fitted a tracker, so if it does get stolen again, he can look on the app and see where to buy it from the third time. Is that too soon? And a proper deep clean and detail from the man, the myth, the legend, Cav from Stana Gloss.
Really enjoyed that. I think I'm going to do it again. Do you ever get that feeling that you've already done something? I think I call it deja vu. Why am I feeling like I've got deja vu?
Right, two last very important things to do to put the reg back on this car. Now this will literally put it back to its former glory, and Ewan will get his old car back. So massive, massive part. At least I've got the white one on the front. Right, time at long last to give Ewan his original car back. But first, what about getting the money back? Right, it's been over 4 months since you bought the car back for the second time.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've been on one hell of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Made the papers, made the news.
Yeah.
Right, big question. Have you been reimbursed yet? Have you seen the money back?
No, sadly not.
After all this time?
Yeah.
Have they said anything? Where are we at?
We've sent solicitors' letters, stuff like that. Didn't really get a response for them.
Have they acknowledged you at all?
No.
Ignored everything?
Yeah. No contact, nothing.
And what about the police?
As far as I'm aware, they've spoke to them and explained the situation. But in terms of like looking into them and things, it doesn't seem like much has happened there.
Unfortunately, the system has failed us. I'm honestly losing hope in this country. The police, they didn't even visit Ewan when he had his car stolen. And then when they had a stolen car in front of them, there are no arrests. What about the dealership Ewan bought the car from? They must buy cars in every day. Why didn't they do their checks? How on earth did they buy a clone car? If the car was bought legit by them, why are they not fighting for justice? Why would they just bury their head in the sand and ignore this? We are in desperate need of some help. Hi Helen, you okay?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Sorry to bother you. He still hasn't had a refund for that finance.
Who's the lender on it? Okay, that's really good news because I've got a great relationship with them. I know that they will help him. Also, if the dealer doesn't cooperate and get the money back quickly, it will cost a lot if he loses the relationship. So I can speak to personally and see what we can do to help.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. That would be amazing. Right, let's hope that Helen pulls through, because at the minute we have an innocent man with £21,000 out of his pocket. But for now, we're going to take the small but important wins. We have restored Ewan's car back to how it was before it was stolen. It's been a mission, but we got there. This car is back and it's legal. Tomorrow is going to be epic when we give this man back his pride and joy.
Nervous?
Yeah, I really am. It's been so long, but oh, here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What do you think?
I'm blown away. Good to see you.
Oh.
The wheels.
I know, good, aren't they?
Oh my God, you've got rid of all my terrible parking mistake.
Well, we weren't sure if it was you or the thieves, but like you've admitted to it now.
Yeah, I have, haven't I? so much. This is it's so surreal seeing the proper plates back on it as well.
At last. Sorry it's taken so long, it's been a mission.
I know, well thank you for doing it. Without you doing this it would have been sat in Copart by now probably, so you know,
a disaster and a shame to see it because it's such a nice car. We've enjoyed jumping it.
Take a seat in it.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, sure. This is your side.
yeah, see this is, I'm so used to being a passenger now.
Brilliant. Thank you. If it wasn't for you buying this, this would have been a cloned car forever. And it would have changed hands and changed hands and changed hands. And it was only because it was you that it's been found out.
It's great to see the pleasure that this car gives Ewan. I am sure he will drive many more happy miles now it's back to being his. But unfortunately, he still has 2 finance agreements. This is a devastating blow and we were determined to get this sorted for him. Until...
Right, amazing news. Today has just got even better. Ewan has just texted to say that he has his refund on the finance. Absolutely amazing result. But I can't help but think there is something really shocking. Now, Ewan bought a stolen car from a dealership and he told the police exactly where that came from. But so far, nobody has been held accountable. How is that even possible? It just shows that right now in the UK, you can sell a stolen car and they're hardly going to question you. Let me know in the comments if you think that that's right, or do you think that the dealership knew they had a stolen car? And I'll see you next Tuesday, 6 p.m.